Well, I'd like to say 축하합니다 to all the Korean people, citizens.
The Korean ambassadors abroad celebrate the Foundation Day, 개천절, the creation of First Kingdom on the Korean Peninsula, which goes back to 2333 before Christ. So it's a kind of a legendary holiday.
What Korea is doing today and what Korea has achieved today, compared to the situation in Korea when I first went there in 1975, it's remarkable, to see what huge progress and what huge steps Korea has made, and is quite right to celebrate all those achievements, particularly on its own national day. So big congratulations to all the Koreans for all that they've achieved.
United Kingdom is a country who sent 81,000 soldiers and sacrificed more than 1,000 lives to protect our freedom and democracy. So there is a very deep sense of partnership and friendship between our two countries.
I got one a couple of weeks ago. People who send them now are nephews and nieces. Obviously there's no parents alive, and some of the brothers and sisters have gone. So we're depending on nieces and nephews and things like that, you see. But we still get them. So I'm going to keep going. If we only get one a year, I'm going to keep going until, they can put me in my box. There's only one word covers it, it's beautiful. Now, how can a cemetery be beautiful? The way that the Korean people who are there take care of it, and the way it's looked after. All those lads, the British lads that are there, a lot of them, they joined up as pals together, and they died together, and they're there together, and they'll always be there.
Principle of our 고조선 was 홍익인간, which means benefit all the people around the world. And I think that's a very important principle upon which we can build our partnership with United Kingdom and other countries in the world. The United Kingdom is the birthplace of liberal democracy and free market economy, and is still a leader of a free world.
In the many international forums that are held the world over, month in and month out, and in which we all participate, we need to spread the benefit. The UK's bilateral focus and relations with the Republic of Korea have increased markedly, cemented by a bilateral framework for greater cooperation agreed earlier this year. We will see an increase in bilateral trade and other means to grow our respective economies and to address global challenges.
I'd like to upgrade our bilateral relationship to go beyond cultural and economic cooperation to reach foreign policy and security policy partnership. So I will work very hard for that.
I'm one of the lead admins for BTS UK Army Unite. That's a fan base that's in the UK that supports BTS here and BTS fans here called Army. So myself, I've been in Army for 7 years now, lucky 7. The atmosphere when you have Army in one area, in one space, it's always beautiful. It's just very comfortable. I got to meet people on the day that became instant friends, and I think where we're all so excited to see BTS perform, especially after so long, the pandemic, everything like that, it was a beautiful experience. Busan, I had a beautiful time in Busan. It was a beautiful city.
Busan is our second largest city and our biggest port city, through which we have explored it so much, and that was one of the most important building blocks for our economic growth and development. But 70 years ago, it was also a shelter for refugees during the Korean War. So Busan will symbolize the transformation of Korea from the refugees war to economic powerhouse and fully fledged democracy. And also the year of Expo that we are aiming at is 2030, which is the goal year of Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations.
Very comfortable, very welcoming as well. So yes, I hope to see the World Expo there in 2030, certainly. I think it will be a great opportunity for Korea and Busan as a whole. So.
Docked in Busan. It was an awful place. It truly was. Now it's a muddy, bustling, thriving city that's beautiful. At the time it was an awful place. The United Nations Cemetery being placed in Busan. I thought, you know, there's an English expression, it's a dump. You know, it's a terrible place, it really was. And yet now you see, what the Korean people there did was take care of that cemetery. And it's a shining example. This is a beautiful place and they've taken care of it, and it's magnificent.
The Great Exhibition of London in 1851 constituted a significant step for human progress. We believe deeply that the World Expo 2030 in Busan would also showcase a better world vision for the future of humanity.